Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Thank you guys so much for tuning in this week. And today we're going to talk about content calendars. So I'm going to go over my content calendar with you and show you step by step how I plan out my month and what I do. I'm going to give you guys an overview of my June content calendar, and you're going to see how I created it step by step and exactly what I do to create my content calendar for my business every single month. And I hope that it gives you the inspiration and the steps that you've needed to see for you to create your own content calendar. Content calendars can be used for anything, whether you're running a business, growing your social media platform, anything that you want to get done social media-wise. I highly recommend making a content calendar and writing out exactly what you're going to do. Giving yourself a monthly or weekly goal of content really helps you to focus and grow. I started my content calendar the last 2 weeks of April. And as you can see, it's very messy. There's a lot of stuff crossed off. So May is a lot smoother. There's not as many scribbles, although I did not get absolutely everything that I wanted to accomplish. I feel content calendars are a very evolving process. I go with the blank calendar and I look at the color scheme that this planner automatically sets up for me. May was pink and now June is purple. If you look at July is blue and August goes back to pink. So that's kind of how I color coordinate with that. And the stickers that I have, the Stargazer, which is the one that matches my mini planner. And then I have productivity that has a lot of checklist, and I don't use the productivity stickers as much as I have before. I have been using the Stargazer a lot more, as you'll see as I work through this. On the left, I go in and look for a sticker that will match with this color scheme and just look at it visually. That's usually the first place that I start. So I found a sticker that I liked before I found the side sticker, so I'll go ahead and place that at the top. It's the purple, it matches the color scheme. And then a purple sticker for the side bar. The spacing that I used for May worked out really well, so I want to repeat that. So I'll go ahead and take my ruler and measure exactly how big the spaces were. So I'll go ahead and repeat that for June. I believe it was 3/8 of an inch on the top and the bottom, which leaves a good middle-sized space in case I want to add anything. But the 3/8 of the inch really gives me enough space for 2 lines of my handwriting, as you'll see in a minute. I erase any of the lines that go over, and then I go ahead and erase any lines of days that I do not plan on working. So I am erasing June 25th, which is the day I am getting married. I am using the Pilot G205 for this planner. The Pilot G207 is my favorite pen in the whole world, But as far as the content calendar, I'm writing in a very small space, so I prefer the 0.5, which is a finer tip. I will go ahead and write an S on every single day, Monday through Saturday. So this S stands for a story, and this is just what I want to get on my Instagram story and speak about that day. My goal is to speak on my story every single day. On Sundays, I don't normally schedule content in, and I accidentally wrote an S here, but that's okay. We will just kind of ignore it, and you will barely see it by the time we're done with all of the boxes. I connect and follow with people every single day, so this is something that I will also write down every single day, Monday through Saturday. Looking back on May, seeing what I do specifically each day. So on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, I'm going to write an F, which stands for a feed post. So this is actually posting a picture to my Instagram feed Monday, Wednesday, and Friday of the month of June. So this allows me to, I normally schedule my Instagram post in Tailwind, but this gives me a visual of what I am posting on my feed for those days. And if I want to match my feed post to my stories, then I have a clear picture of what I'm posting for both things. On Saturdays, I want to post on my blog, so I'll go ahead and write blog down. On Tuesdays, I post on YouTube, and on Thursdays, I post live on Instagram. So I go ahead and write these on all of their specific days respectively. And I go back to my sticker book and kind of dress up the blank spaces. So I found a specific one that I like for my wedding day. Then I move on to my Zebra mild liners. These are some of the best highlighters. They give you a nice mild highlight, as they are called, because they don't give you that bright neon look that other highlighters give you. I'll go ahead and match all of my colors up with May's content calendar. So my feed posts are light blue, so I go ahead and highlight all of the feed posts. I go all the way across because this is going to be basically my line or my blank space to kind of fill in as my month evolves. I'll do the same with all of the colors for different things. Obviously, the stuff that I do every single day are the same color across the month, and then specific things that I do daily or a couple times a week are their own specific colors. I'll go back to my sticker book and find purple themed stickers that I want to fill in the blank spaces with. So these are the spaces that don't have numbers on them on the calendar or some of the area around. I also stick stickers on Sunday because Sundays are my day off, and by covering them up with stickers, then I don't schedule stuff for myself. Going back to the bar on the side that we put a sticker on earlier, this is where I like to write my why. So my why is a very important thing when I'm focusing on my business. So I go ahead and write this, and I look at my content calendar every day. So having my why in this sidebar really lets me focus when I come to those days where I'm just feeling a little lazy and don't really want to do it. This why is a great reminder of why I'm showing up every single day. I get to reevaluate my why every single month if I need to tweak it or adjust it depending on how I am feeling and what is going on with my content and my business in that particular month. So now for filling in our content calendar, this I learned to do in pencil. I've decided that Wednesdays are going to be Water Wednesdays, thanks to Erin, shout out to her, if any of you know her. But basically, I just want to show up every Wednesday talking specifically about the scientific aspects of the water. So I'm going to go ahead and schedule that in here so that I do some research beforehand. As I schedule my feed posts in Tailwind, I go ahead and write the subject that I wrote the caption about in these slots. So I have not written out all of my posts for June, so as I continue to finish those posts, I will do that. For YouTube, my lives, and my blog, those are some things that I try to schedule. I try to scatter my content pillars, so I like to see my month at a glance so that I can make sure that everything that I'm talking about on my feed is a little spread out and I don't get a cluster of the same subject too many days in a row. I try to get everything scheduled a week in advance so that I make sure that I have my stories planned out, my feed posts planned out, my YouTube, my live, and my blog all planned out for the coming week. Sundays are a great day for me to plan out my week. It really gives me inspiration, and by having nothing else on my content calendar, it really gives me the opportunity and the space to plan it out for the week ahead. Scheduling the content a month in advance is a little too much for me, so I like to have the structure in place, but be able to really hone in and have every specific subject written down for 7 days in advance. I love my mini happy planner because there are little, things you can fill out before and after each month. So I'll go ahead and write in my important dates and my power word, which is a really cool aspect of these planners. They have different themes of mini and full-size planners. I prefer the mini ones, but I go ahead and write these things in after I complete my month. All we have to decide is what kind of life we truly want. Thanks, Born to Wonder Stargazer Mini Planner by The Happy Planner, not a sponsor. So I encourage you to really find a planner or a content calendar that you really resonate with. To start with, just print a basic calendar off. You can find one on Google or make one in Microsoft Word. You can just make sure that wherever you do your content calendar is somewhere you're going to see it every day. If you can't keep track of a book like this and you won't use it, then don't do this. If you have a space on your desk and you would rather use a whiteboard calendar, do that. This is, like I have said over and over again, you have to find what works for you, and what works for me might not work for you. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope that you have enjoyed my overview of how I make my content calendar, and I hope that you make your content calendar for June or whenever you are watching this video. I hope that you are inspired to make your own content calendar. Let me know what questions you have, and thank you so much for liking, subscribing, and I will see you guys next week. Love you guys.